Whew. Here we go. You know, it kind of dawned on me that we're gonna have to think of some filler material here. Tea soda bottle, prickly pear fruit, yeah. Yep, not even worth it. Totally worth it. And hell yeah. Alright. Yeah, I thought about some more game improvements, and I thought, you know, it'd be a good time to go ahead and give it a go on talking about that stuff again. This time, about different enemy types. You know, I gave it a little bit of thought, and I was like, you know what, it was kind of disappointing. We didn't see snakes or bats. You know, the usual run-of-the-mill. Aha! You know, jellies. Well, don't point that gun at me, son. What are you doing? Yeah, you know, just stuff like that. Just hoping there might be a vampire variant. Maybe a couple of mummies, some werewolves, that kind of thing. But, you know, just variants. You know, the Yagwai are great. And the Cazadors are great. And, you know, the Night Stalkers, you know, we all love the classic animals that are in this game now. They've now become classic by pretty much you know, by time, I guess. I don't know what he's shooting at. Let's find out. Can't burrow. Okay, I think I figured out where. This will be interesting. He's just tripping out. I don't know what the hell. Whoa. Okay. You actually got some. You actually got something now. Alright. Saw quite a lot of different factions. That was a great success too. But all the while we're playing this game, it always feels like it almost feels like you're playing against. You're playing with one developing team, and it feels like you're also playing against one developing team. I don't know if I use the right words to describe it. I don't know if they're the right way to describe it, but it almost feels like you're playing against something that isn't quite meant to be played against. You know, you know what I mean? Like the design of it was kind of sort of meant for one thing, and then instead of getting that original design, what we got is something like a conflict between two different dev teams or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the way it kind of almost always feels when you're playing. Yeah, there you go. Just click on that. Like this right here, this whole area right here, very wonderfully designed. It's very sparsely populated. You know what I mean? Yeah, anyway. Let's get back into it. Yeah, that's one of the things that is a staple of RPGs. They almost always have various different enemy types, but they're very well, you know what I mean? Like a huge, like, like pages of just enemy names, you know what I mean? In this game, for some strange reason, they don't really pack that much into one sitting. I always thought that was one of the stranger things about this game, that one that was claiming to be an RPG. That and the funky leveling up system that it's got, which is another thing too that struck me as kind of odd. Even with the level cap, that's fine. But I mean, a lot of the numbers just kind of doesn't make sense. Like the keys, for example. Like there's not enough. Like not every lock has a key. Every lock has a whatchamacallit, has a skill point check or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go ahead and make that chill out for a bit. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, yeah. It's almost always dependent on how you leveled up. It's not dependent on, all the locks aren't dependent on where you place the keys. And that always struck me as kind of odd, because the uniforms, they kind of have the personalities like they would be the keys, since the game is really, really based on the people that you meet quite a bit. It always struck me as kind of odd, like you only get like at max maybe a 5-point bonus here or there, you know what I mean? Like it's like why don't they give you 15-point bonus? Like level 10, you can find uniforms that have level 5 bonuses. At level 20, you could find level 10-point bonuses, and at level 30, you could find 15-point bonuses. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Sign each outfit a pair of glasses. 5 points, bonus points, and a hat or headgear with 5 bonus points, and there you go. You would have had a significant amount of keys for unlocking the puzzles. You know what I mean, or just getting through some of the missions. Depending on how you build your character. You know what I mean? There's stuff that you could build for an all-around character, but then depending on how you roleplay, you may not want to take that route. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's very little choice on how you devise where you drop those points. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that always struck me as kind of odd. Hey, come back here. Alright. Yagua meat's gonna come in handy. So we covered a little bit of enemy types. We covered a little bit of skill point. A little bit of the skill point nonsense, as in the keys for all the doors and the keys for all the locks. It always struck me as kind of odd. Another system that they could have put in place would be instead of the characters leveling up with you, the uniforms level up with you, and that would have been another interesting thing. Like every time you leveled up, the uniforms would have carried different stat bonuses and higher stat bonuses as you leveled up. That would have been, I think, a little bit more promising for the gunslinger style game that they were going for. Because it's clear they didn't favor any other system of combat. And right here's where we're going to